你的鼠标，电脑。
Hi everyone, I'm Zoe, Tron's PR manager. Due to our CEO Justin Sun has worked in San Francisco office, so today he can't participate in this live. Today we are going to have a stream for technical team. We will talk about the latest technology advances. So at first, let me introduce Lucien Chen, our CTO. Lucien Chen was a big data expert for Tencent and Alibaba, the top 2 internet companies in China. And he also an early investor in Bitcoin. So now let's invite Lucien to introduce himself.
Hi everyone, I'm Lucien Chen. I'm a tech lead in Tron. It's several months from last broadcast. It's the second time we met each other. Let's introduce my important key team members by themselves. Okay.
Hello everyone, I'm Marcus. I'm the project leader in Tron. I'm in charge of Tron's architecture. I was Chen's workmate in Alibaba. I focused on distributed system and data mining.
Hello everyone, I'm Oliver, and I'm in charge of smart contract and virtual machine. And I was Zhao's team members in Alibaba before too. And I'm skilled in advertisement system and Hadoop distributed file system architecture for many years.
Hi folks, my name is Hao Qi. I'm mainly in charge of the P2P network.
Okay. We'll still have many technical workmates in the office. Let's go and have a look. Okay. Okay. There are some award and certification for Justin Sun. Okay, it's our office. Okay. There are about 40 people in my team. My team member is growing quickly. We will reach 100 people by the end of the year. Okay. There are our programs in my team. They are busy testing and coding. Okay.
Okay, we are a global team, so we are going to build offices in different countries besides China and San Francisco.
Okay. As everyone knows, we are ready to launch a test night on March 21, 2018. This is an important milestone in Tron's development history. Okay, next I will talk about 4 important issues about the progress of the project. Okay, let's see the PPT, the summary of the Tron. Okay, it includes 4 important issues. The first is the current status of Tron. We will introduce the progress of development and each milestone. For example, test night and mainnet. Okay. The second is architecture of Tron. Community developer can understand the software architecture in detail in order to develop high quality code for Tron project. Okay. The third is highlights and advantage of Tron. We will introduce improvement and highlights of Tron. For example, consensus and data storage. Okay. Fourth is the community developer program of Tron. Community developer will concern about the reward of committing code and how to contribute the code to the GitHub. Okay, I will talk about the first and the second issue. My workmate will talk about the third and the fourth issue. Okay, first is the current status of the Tron. We completed the design of the smart contract and data storage consensus in order to improve performance, because they are very important module in the architecture of the blockchain. Okay. The second, we completed the architecture of the Tron. The community developer can understand the software architecture in detail in order to develop and commit code. Okay. The third and fourth is my test night and the main night milestone. The test night will be launched on March 31, 2018. The main night will be launched on July 1, 2018. Okay, this is the current status of the Tron. The next is second. The second is the architecture of the Tron. Okay, I will give you a brief introduction to the overall architecture of the Tron, so that you can have a general understanding of it. Tron is designed by 3 layers architecture, which include storage layer, core layer, and application layer. Okay, in the storage layer, we design Tron unique distributed storage protocol, which is divided into block storage and state storage. Okay, we introduced the idea of graph database to meet the needs of the diverse data storage in the real world. In the middle layer, we have designed a model of the smart contract, account management, consensus, and so on. We have implemented a stack-based virtual machine and optimized the consensus instructor set in order to create the better depth for developers. We use Java language as a contract language, followed by more advanced language support, for example, Go and C++. In addition, Tron consensus mechanism is based on depots and some innovation have been achieved in order to meet our needs. In application layer, the developer can use the interface more easily to bring about abandoned depths and implement the wallet by themselves. Finally, the contract of the chain is completely defined by Google Private Buffer. and natural support multi-language extensions. Before, we have been doing the overall design and the code reconfiguration, so the pull request of the code contributors was not merged in time. From now on, we will merge everyone pull request in time. And the next, please welcome Marcus and Oliver to introduce the third and the fourth issue.
Okay, this is Marcus. Let me introduce the highlight of Tron in detail. I think Tron's design is advanced. I will demonstrate this in two examples. First example is about the online storage of blockchain, and the other is about the consensus mechanism. As we know, Bitcoin adopts a very simple structure to store transactions. Because Bitcoin does not provide smart contracts, the simple linked list storage is good enough. But it provides rich functions to develop smart contracts, and people can develop various dApps. To achieve this, Rhythm add key and value storage besides the basic blockchain storage. Actually, key and value storage can't meet the needs of smart contract very well. Even for the simple operation, it still costs many computing resources. To acquire a better performance, we adopt the idea of graph database in Tron. Tron not only stores the nodes but also the connections between the nodes. Graph database is a very good choice to fulfill variable needs of all kinds of applications. The use of graph database will bring a greater advantage to the operation of block data. For example, please see the picture here. We analyze the block data in the graph database. It is easy to analyze the association between the two addresses, but if these data are stored only in the form of blocks, it would cost a lot of resources to frequently analyze the connections between addresses. In Tron, as this picture shows, the account is designed as a node, and the transactions between the accounts is designed to be the edge, and a transaction consists of one or more smart contracts. System default contracts such as transfer, voting, has no essential differences with the user custom contract. Benefited from Tron storage design, the state transformation of Tron is very simple and clear. Let me introduce something about the consensus mechanism. Tron protocol adopts a very sophisticated consensus algorithm that will be used to support Tron's high throughput transactions. In the situation of small amounts of fork, network fragmentation, and even in the cases of majority fault, Tron can guarantee the block generating speed. The main reason is that we have a code DB in the node memory. We'll keep all the blocks that may become the main chain in the memory. With this database, we do not need to worry about the previous error block or the wrong fork. We can generate a new block and find the longest chain in the shortest time and switch over to the right chain. For example, as shown in this picture here, chain 3 is the main chain of the system at first. When the block E1 arrives, the chain 2 where E1 located becomes our main chain. When the block I arrives, based on the longest chain rule, it's easy to see that the chain where block I located is the main chain, so that we can quickly switch back the main chain to chain 3. The whole process is easy and efficient. Of course, the situation in the figure is very rare and complicated. Normally, there won't be so many forks. Okay, that's all.
Okay, hello, I'm Oliver. Let me introduce the community developer program of Tron. Here are several methods of contribution. For example, you can maintain wiki and docs on GitHub. Also, you can edit technology white paper, commit submission to Java Tron repo, or fork some other program language repo from this, such as CPP, Scala, and etc. We also have a reward plan. We will review all PR strictly to determine probable reward. We defined several types of code submission, as shown in this list. Each has a different reward. It is recommended to add type in company with the code submission. Here are feature, fix, build, CI, docs, performance, refactor, style, or test type. This is an example about how the submission message will be committed. Here, first type is build. Second, in the bracket, it means this commit goes under the consensus module. After the column is the specific details of your submission. We will review submitted code by contributors on a daily basis, contribute the quality and the importance of the code. After that, we will contact the developers and send the rewards such as TRX token to appreciate their contributions. Thanks to these contributors here, they are very excellent. Thank you.
Okay. If you have any questions, you can write them in the comments. Okay. Okay, now, I received a question now. The first question, when will you launch the mainnet? Okay, let's Lucien Chen to answer it.
Okay. The test net will be launched on March 31, 2018, and the mainnet was launched on July 1, 2018. Okay.
Okay. I received the second question. Tell us more about Tron. What will Tron become? So, which colleagues can answer this question?
I will answer this question. So Tron is a decentralized blockchain platform. Our goal is to make the Tron operating system in the blockchain space. So developers can apply their dApps on it. And the consensus we are using, which based on DPoS, we are guaranteeing a high-speed TPS. You can find more details on Tron white paper coming out soon. Thank you.
Okay, I received the fourth question. How much is the transaction fee?
About 1 macro TRX. Okay, thanks.
Okay, give us some specific members of reward plan.
Okay, actually we will review the existing pull request in the next few weeks and determine the reward name list and amount according to the code quality, and we will publish it in the next live stream. It will come soon.
Okay, thanks for sharing. Our live stream is about to end. Finally, please subject our official channels for notice. Please do not send cryptocurrencies to people or institutions to avoid the loss. Thank you. See you next time.
See you next time.
See you.